Transnistria, officially the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Republic, PMR, is an unrecognized breakaway state located in the narrow strip of land between the river Dniester and the Moldovan-Ukrainian border that is internationally recognized as part of Moldova. Its capital and largest city is Tiraspol. Transnistria has been recognized by only 3 other unrecognized or partially recognized breakaway states: Abkhazia, Artsakh, and South Ossetia. Transnistria is designated by the Republic of Moldova as the administrative territorial units of the left bank of the Dniester, Romanian, Unitatil Administrativ Teritorial din Stânga Nistrului, or Stânga Nistrului, left bank of the Dniester. The region's origins can be traced to the Moldavian Autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic, which was formed in 1924 within the Ukrainian SSR. During World War II, the Soviet Union took parts of the Moldavian ASSR, which was dissolved, and of the Kingdom of Romania's Bessarabia to form the Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic in 1940. The present history of the region dates to 1990, amidst the disintegration of the Soviet Union, when the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic was established in hopes that it would remain within the Soviet Union should Moldova seek unification with Romania or independence, the latter occurring in August 1991. Shortly afterwards, a military conflict between the two parties started in March 1992 and concluded with a ceasefire in July of the same year. As part of that agreement, a 3-party, Russia, Moldova, Transnistria, Joint Control Commission supervises the security arrangements in the demilitarized zone, comprising 20 localities on both sides of the river. Although the ceasefire has held, the territory's political status remains unresolved. Transnistria is an unrecognized but de facto independent semi-presidential republic with its own government, parliament, military, police, postal system, currency, and vehicle registration. Its authorities have adopted a constitution, flag, national anthem, and coat of arms. After a 2005 agreement between Moldova and Ukraine, all Transnistrian companies that seek to export goods through the Ukrainian border must be registered with the Moldovan authorities. This agreement was implemented after the European Union Border Assistance Mission to Moldova and Ukraine, EUBAM, took force in 2005. Most Transnistrians have Moldovan citizenship, but many also have Russian, Romanian, or Ukrainian citizenship. The main ethnic groups are Russians, Moldovans, and Ukrainians. Transnistria, along with Abkhazia, South Ossetia, and Artsakh, is a post-Soviet, frozen conflict zone. These 4 partially recognized states maintain friendly relations with each other and form the Community for Democracy and Rights of Nations. Names the region can also be referred to in English as Transnistria or Transnistria. These names are adaptations of the Romanian colloquial name of the region, Transnistria, meaning beyond the Dniester River. The term Transnistria was used in relation to eastern Moldova for the first time in 1989, in the election slogan of the deputy and member of the Popular Front of Moldova Leonid Alari. Let my hands be covered in blood up to my elbows, but I will throw out the invaders, aliens and Mincourt over the Dniester. I will throw them out of Transnistria, and you, the Romanians, are the real owners of this long-suffering land. You will get their houses, their apartments, along with their furniture. We will make them speak Romanian, respect our language, our culture. The documents of the government of Moldova refer to the region as Stânga Nistrului, in full, Unitatil Administrativ Teritorial din Stânga Nistrului, meaning, left bank of the Dniester, in full, administrative territorial units of the left bank of the Dniester. According to the Transnistrian authorities, the name of the state is the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Republic, PMR, Russian, Pridnestrovskaya Moldavskaya Respublika, PMR, Pridnestrovskaya Moldavskaya Respublika, Romanian, Republika Moldovniaska Nistriana, RMN, Moldovan Cyrillic alphabet, Republika Moldovinaske Nistrane, RMN, Ukrainian, Pridnestrovska Moldavska Respublika, PMR, Pridnestrovska Moldavska Respublika. The short form is Pridnestrovi, Russian, Pridnestrov, Romanian, Nistrania, Moldovan Cyrillic alphabet, Nistrania, Ukrainian, Pridnestrov, Pridnestrovia, meaning land by the Dniester. History. Soviet and Romanian administration. Transnistria became an autonomous political entity in 1924 with the proclamation of the Moldavian ASSR, which included today's Transnistria, 4,100 square kilometers, 1,600 square miles, and an adjacent area, 4,200 square kilometers, 1,600 square miles, around the city of Balta in modern-day Ukraine, but nothing from Bessarabia, which at the time formed part of Romania. One of the reasons for the creation of the Moldavian ASSR was the desire of the Soviet Union at the time to eventually incorporate Bessarabia, the Moldavian SSR, organized by a decision of the Supreme Soviet of the USSR on 2 August 1940, was formed out of a part of Bessarabia, taken from Romania on 28 June, after the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and out of a part of the Moldavian ASSR roughly equivalent to present-day Transnistria. In 1941, after Axis forces invaded the Soviet Union during the Second World War, they defeated the Soviet troops in the region and occupied it. Romania controlled the entire region between Dniester and southern Bug rivers, including the city of Odessa as local capital. The Romanian-administered territory, known as the Transnistria Governorate, with an area of 39,733 square kilometers, 15,341 square miles, and a population of 2.3 million inhabitants, was divided into 13 counties: Ananiev, Balta, Berzovcha, Dubasari, Golta, Jugastru, Movilau, Oshiakov, Odessa, Ovidiopol, Ribnita, Tiraspol, and Tulchin. This enlarged Transnistria was home to nearly 200,000 Romanian-speaking residents. The Romanian administration of Transnistria attempted to stabilize the situation in the area under Romanian control, implementing a process of Romanianization. During the Romanian occupation of 1941–44, between 150,000 and 250,000 Ukrainian and Romanian Jews were deported to Transnistria. The majority were executed or died from other causes in ghettos and concentration camps of the governorate. After the Red Army advanced into the area in 1944, Soviet authorities executed, exiled or imprisoned hundreds of inhabitants of the Moldavian SSR in the following months on charges of collaboration with the Romanian occupiers. A later campaign was directed against the rich peasant families, who were deported to Kazakhstan and Siberia. Over the course of 2 days, the 6th to the 7th of July 1949, a plan named Operation South saw the deportation of over 11,342 families by order of the Moldavian Minister of State Security, Iosif Mordovets. Secession in the 1980s, Mikhail Gorbachev's policies of perestroika and glasnost in the Soviet Union allowed political liberalization at a regional level. This led to the creation of various informal movements all over the country, and to a rise of nationalism within most Soviet republics. In the Moldavian SSR in particular, there was a significant resurgence of pro-Romanian nationalism among Moldovans. The most prominent of these movements was the Popular Front of Moldova. In early 1988, PFM demanded that the Soviet authorities declare Moldovan the only state language, return to the use of the Latin alphabet, and recognize the shared ethnic identity of Moldovans and Romanians. The more radical factions of the Popular Front espoused extreme anti-minority, ethnocentric and chauvinist positions, calling for minority populations, particularly the Slavs, mainly Russians and Ukrainians, and Gagauz, to leave or be expelled from Moldova. On 31 August 1989, the Supreme Soviet of the Moldavian SSR adopted Moldovan as the official language, with Russian retained only for secondary purposes, returned Moldovan to the Latin alphabet, and declared a shared Moldovan-Romanian linguistic identity. As plans for major cultural changes in Moldova were made public, tensions rose further. Ethnic minorities felt threatened by the prospects of removing Russian as the official language, which served as the medium of inter-ethnic communication, and by the possible future reunification of Moldova and Romania, as well as the ethnocentric rhetoric of the Popular Front. The Yedistvo, unity, movement, established by the Slavic population of Moldova, pressed for equal status to be given to both Russian and Moldovan. Transnistria's ethnic and linguistic composition differed significantly from most of the rest of Moldova. The share of ethnic Russians and Ukrainians was especially high, and an overall majority of the population, some of them Moldovans, spoke Russian as a mother tongue. The Nationalist Popular Front won the first free parliamentary elections in the Moldavian SSR in early 1990, and its agenda started slowly to be implemented. On 2 September 1990, the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic, PMSSR, was proclaimed as a Soviet republic by an ad hoc assembly, the Second Congress of the People's Representatives of Transnistria, following a successful referendum. Violence escalated when in October 1990 the Popular Front called for volunteers to form armed militias to stop an autonomy referendum in Gagauzia, which had an even higher share of ethnic minorities. In response, volunteer militias were formed in Transnistria. In April 1990, nationalist mobs attacked ethnic Russian members of parliament, while the Moldovan police refused to intervene or restore order. In the interest of preserving a unified Moldavian SSR within the USSR and preventing the situation escalating further, then Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev, while citing the restriction of civil rights of ethnic minorities by Moldova as the cause of the dispute, declared the Transnistria Proclamati on to be lacking leg.